Good evening, and welcome to this episode of Eldritch Millennial Games. I am your host, Rojak. As always, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to have you. Good to see you. Well, not see you, but hear from you and feel your energetic presence through the internet or something like that. I don't know. But, welcome to my show. We're also back with Facecam. What's up? Good to see all of you. Well, again, I keep saying see you, but I guess good for you to see me. You're welcome. This beard, I don't know. I got nothing. So, on this episode, we're going to be playing Demon Souls. You can see it on my screen right there. That's fantastic. That worked out really nicely. I'm stoked to be here. I'm stoked to be playing Demon Souls. I've played a little bit of it. I think I put in about 4 to 6 hours this week, just kind of getting familiar with the game. So total playtime ever, we have about 7 hours. I'm at what I think is the first official boss of the game, which is the Tower Demon or Tower Knight, something like that. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I do that a lot, so strap yourselves in, people. But I wanted to talk about the game a little bit and some of its history because I thought that it was interesting. And so I'm playing the remaster, obviously, but this game originally came out in 2009. For context, now look, you see that? See that? That's gray. When this game came out, I was 19 years old. I was freshly out of high school, little starry-eyed gamer kid, / band dork, / magic dork, / I don't know. Before all nerddoms were cool, I'm just saying, I wish. I can back this up a little bit. Making love to the microphone, apparently. But, I wanted to talk a little bit about it, though, and I even put together some visual aids. Anyway, one of the things I kind of like looking at when they remake a game is what the graphics looked like compared to the old and the new. So I think these are the same two demons. Obviously, I'm giving credit here. I borrowed this picture from Game Rant. Please don't sue me. I don't have any money anyway, so come at me. So up here above me, we've got the original. And on the right-hand side, we've got the new version. I'm assuming those are the same demon. But so, honestly, I kind of like the one on the left. I'm like, okay, I could have been into that. Oh, man. And then I started kind of doing some research on the game itself. I was curious about, wiki ADHD rabbit holes that I go down. But, so like I said, it was originally released in October of 2009. One of the original goals of the game was actually to be difficult so that players got a sense of accomplishment from it, more so than they would from other games, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. I like that a lot. Now, am I actually going to like it a lot? I don't know. Let's find out. So we're going to switch over to some gameplay. It's wonderful having all of you here again. And yeah, I'm going to go, just so we've talked about it, I went ahead and subtracted my face from the gameplay. I really like being able, 2 reasons to be totally honest with you. One, I really like capturing gameplay that doesn't have a bunch of chuffa in it, including my face. So, and we can keep it when we're talking, we can see each other, and you can see me. And excuse me, when I'm playing a game, I'm playing a game. Because that's how we rolled back in the day. You ever done that? Like sit on the couch next to somebody who's playing a video game and be just as into it as they are? That's a mark of a good game, in my humble opinion. Interesting. Oh, just featuring the graphics upgrades here. So obviously really clean, good good upgrade. I like that you can see detail in the ivy on it happened really fast, but the ivy on the pillars behind him. Dude, you better get your sword. I'm digging it. I'm also remixing it. Do you guys ever, again, I've recommended this a lot of times. If you've never like sat and watched a movie, but listened to music at the same time, particularly something that doesn't have words. Sometimes the way stuff lines up is just really interesting. Tells you how much like sound design really matters. Let's go Demon Souls. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. I'm pretty sure my character starts off in the Nexus, so yeah, definitely the Nexus. I want to talk a little bit about this area just before I leave. Like, this area is gorgeous. Look at that statue. That Arkstone. I gotta say, like, coming from Elden Ring to this, I like this better than the Round Table Hold. I gotta be totally honest. Like, this is sick. I like the ambiance here. I like the music better. I know I'm like bumping my jams on the stream right now, but the music here is really good. Actually, you know what? Let's no, it's we're gonna do that. We're gonna check this out really quick and check out some of the game audio. So check this out. Let's check out some of the game audio. Still looking good. Okay. Let me hit my settings here real quick. And this is okay. So I'm definitely rapidly discovering that the sound design of games is something I'm very interested in. Interesting. It's quiet here now. Anyway, just staring at the game, listening in silence, like, where's the choral music? Point being that I really love the choral design of the music in here. Just the ambiance of the whole Nexus. I dig. I don't like that you're enslaved to it, though. That, I mean, you know, it kind of goes without saying. That's like never a good thing. So that's kind of an oppressive factor, but damn, is it a cool looking environment. that is fantastic. I love the whole double aspect of the whatever kind of monolith this is. It's above and below. And this place is definitely more mazy than the round table hold. This place is pretty intense. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, my feelings. I really like this little statue too. And something I discovered already in this game, check that out. They have a photo mode. Look at that. That's sweet. Where was that in Elden Ring? I want to say when Elden Ring came out, I heard complaints of that nature. We're going to go ahead. The Lord's Path at Boletaria Palace is where I'm currently playing from. And I mean, so far, I think 7 hours in or so. I'm definitely enjoying this game. It's challenging for sure. And I realize that I'm fighting like the first boss in the game, probably like the first actual boss. But I'm trying my hand at parrying a little bit too and trying to get better at that. Playing a light thief build this time too instead of heavy faith. Trying to get good, scrub. Trying to be good at rolling. Okay, so this is one of the things I wanted to explore too. Was I know, and this is super beautiful to see like this kind of, some people hate it, but I love like the reuse of assets, so to speak, in this. The dragon, again, like the dragon in Dark Souls. I think it's Dark Souls. Yeah, it's Dark Souls. In the first area of Dark Souls, I believe. I need to start taking notes. I read about a game journal the other day. That's a great thing. That's a cool new thing that I learned about. Writing down what you're doing in the game. Here, dragon, dragon, dragon. Oh, crap. So let's just see if I can damage him. Well, that was definitely not how you do it. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. When I came running through here the first time and he came flying through and just like whacked the ground like that, I pooped a little. I really liked the setup of this area. Ooh, I can do like 12 damage to him with an arrow. Did you guys see that? Y'all better look out. 12 damage. Hold on, I'm gonna get my tunes going a bit. Alright, here we go. Making our way across the bridge. Breaking wagons. So I can pretty comfortably do this part at this point. Except for these damn archers and knights. Although I did find a pretty good way, I think, to deal with the knights at the end. But, I'm wondering if this is one of those legendary things where, like, the boss isn't all that hard, but the run you have to take to get to them sucks. Because these archers make it kind of crappy for somebody who's trying to focus on parrying. They did a really good job of building tension in this part too, because they trap you right here in between this dragon rumbling behind you and these archers right here. Really is pretty good game design in my opinion. Let's see. Let's go for a parry. Let's see. Come on now. Oh, did not get it. Almost got it. Got it. Alright. I do like that the dragon kills everything. Well, all the nasty chuffa in between you and safety. It sucks though, because he just keeps on a-coming. I can see this part getting really old really fast. Because you're like sacrificing health no matter what you do. So what I do with these knights is I lure them out here and I let the dragon kill them. It makes it a lot more fun. Here he comes. And knight is dealt with. I could see how you could farm a lot of health from those guys, though. And I mean, I can kill these knights, but my thought is that, like, the health tax, trying to farm this area, not a great call, I don't think, personally. Here he comes. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Yeah. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Okay. I'm going to clear this area out real quick, and then we're going to go chat a little bit. Because I like to talk to you guys. Oh, you pesky little shimmer lizard thing. I think I already killed this one, but... does it keep giving you stuff? I don't know. Oh, shazoo. It keeps giving you stuff. Okay. Huh. I didn't know that. That's intriguing. Hey, what's up? Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I was the dude down there that you were shooting at. Thanks. You suck. So, very... I don't know why I'm destroying furniture, but... okay. This area is probably pretty safe, hopefully. Yeah, this whole, like, you lose your corporeal body thing. I don't know how much I love it. I'm not sure. So, anyway, yeah, so we're checking out Demon Souls, and I like it so far. This is kind of where I've been at. I'm right before the boss fight itself, so I can pretty much go down those stairs and walk in and do the boss fight, so we'll have a little more discussion about the history of Demon Souls. The history. Hey, yes, welcome to Eldritch Millennial Games, where it's like Discovery Channel for the... history of games. There's probably people that do it way better than I do. I know that there is for a fact. I'm sure. But, you know, we all got to figure out what we like to talking about and doing this, what we want to put out there in the world kind of thing, right? Well, I'm fascinated by weird things and strange details about games. So, coming back to this guy right here, this side-by-side comparison. So obviously they've done a really good job of bringing the graphics up to par, at least in my opinion. I know that there are people out there that are graphics hogs, and something that I've been learning about recently is, you know, like, what is a good ratio? Learning how to stream is a lot about... It's crazy to me that so much of it is involved with changing hats and just learning 1,000 different new skills. You've got to be a video editor. You've got to figure out how to be a cinematographer, sound engineer. You know, there's all these cool skills, which I really enjoy. As somebody who's neurospicy, having things that I can learn a bunch of different skills through, which I'm having like 500 different ADHD moments right now, because there's so many things we could talk about just in this realm, this shell of things. But yeah. I see. I forgot. There we go. ADHD moment, people. You ever wonder what neurospicy looks like? Sometimes that's what it looks like right there. But I just really enjoy weird facts and strange things about games, and learning new skills through things like this. So what that brings me to is I did some kind of research on Demon Souls because I was curious about it. Like, was there anything of note? Well, interestingly enough, there was actually a few fun facts that I found that I think like your average fan like me or Joe Schmo fan would find interesting. And the first one was that Miyazaki actually saved this project. So when Miyazaki, I'm probably butchering his name, but when he took over the project for Demon Souls, he actually saved a divided project. There was a really big rift creatively between Sony and the FromSoft Corporation at that time. That was before, that was when Miyazaki was first becoming associated with it. And they were like floundering. They weren't sure they were going to finish the project status kind of thing because they couldn't find a common creative direction. And under Miyazaki, straight flipped it over, and they won tons of game awards and all kinds of stuff. I just thought it was kind of interesting that was like Miyazaki's name is so synonymous with FromSoft and the Souls series, any Souls-like game, which people get really, we're going to get to this later, but people get really upset when they feel like people are using that out of context or in context or whatever, but that's a story for another time. I just really appreciate that, though, that his name is so synonymous with it now, but it actually started before him, and it was this divided kind of thing that didn't really have a direction, and he was like, yo, I got it. I can't help but question if that led to the environmental storytelling, the way that Demon Souls evolved was because it began, or the Soul series evolved was because it started as a divided project. So details were scant, kind of like turning a flaw into a merit. Like it was something that, would have initially been viewed as a bad thing and ended up turning into a groundbreaking game design. Because now, and people do throw that word around a lot, like it's Souls-like, it's Souls-like, it's Souls-like, and we're gonna do a little bit of that in the main segment I want to do tonight later. But I just find it interesting how opinionated we are about that. So I really appreciate the aesthetic of the world in this remaster too. Initially, when you come into the world, well, I'll show you. Let's just do. Oh yeah, it'll probably. I don't care. I really don't care if it saves me there. I can run across the bridge again. We'll just go through real quick and start a new character, just a random new character. Make a dude this time. We're gonna name him Jeb. What's up, Jeb? And I have no idea what class I should make him. I should make him something that I will actually play, hopefully. We're gonna go royalty. So far as a comment on character building, I really like the Providential Ring too. Okay. We got Jeb finalized really quick. Okay, so Sorry, actually, I'm not sorry. That was actually really fast. But when you first enter the game, this is what you're greeted with. And I apologize if I don't know what my stream's looking like on the outgoing side. My CPU doesn't seem to be struggling, so we're doing all right so far. And I do have some dropped frames though, but not horrible. Anyway, though, sorry guys, I'm a little squirrel. But just check this out, like the textures and the stone, the light. I think the light looks incredible. And this is like the first thing you're greeted with is this kind of like lush tunnel. And a dead guy. Hey, what's up, dead guy? Squish, squish, squish. Oh, interesting. You start with a rapier as the noble. But just a truly well-made game. I have played quite a few remasters at this point. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I replayed those. The remasters I could get my hands on. I love how they create that tension with that building just ever so slightly in the background. Well, I wonder what way I should go. Probably towards that large structure in the distance. But it's just, it's incredible. It's excellent. I really, 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 really like it. So back to talking about just the game in general and kind of where it came from, because I've shown you guys some gameplay now, like of the current version, but you know, I think that side-by-side comparisons really do a good job. I took made this little picture. I was so proud of myself. Yeah, I'm a millennial and I did horrible photo editing. But I love, again, like, especially for somebody who's just starting out streaming or whatever, a little thing like the game having an integrated photo mode is fantastic. I love that. So the next one kind of makes me chuckle though. So up here in the top left-hand corner of your screen, we've got the OG googly-eyed demon. I don't know why, but the little yellow eyes make me laugh. And that's OG, like original Dark Souls versus the same demon now. And I really love how it looks like they've preserved most of the real feel of the original game, but definitely improved it aesthetically. I really love this. The point I'm making with even bringing up like other remasters and whatnot is this one showed an exceptional level of attention to detail, in my opinion. At least so far, you know, 8 hours now into the playthrough, like, just fantastic. I really love the quality in it. Just things that stay true to the original concept. I absolutely love that. Anyway, let's check out a little more gameplay. So again, you know, your top left up here was what we were dealing with originally, and they've cleaned it up to this. So kudos, FromSoft. You guys so far get my vote for the best remake that I've played so far. And I hate to say that as a like diehard Resident Evil fan, not choosing Resident Evil, I feel like I'm betraying them, but that's just the case we're in here. Let's see. I also made an improvement to my streaming setup this week. I got a keyboard. Check this out. You guys ready for this? Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Groovy.
I might have actually just showed you something I shouldn't have yet, but that's okay. I'm learning.
But I was talking about a new keyboard I got. So just weird off the cuff comment. A pretty nice little keyboard. You don't have to spend tons of money to get nice things. You just gotta listen to other people and read reviews. Do you guys ever like love the click of something? I love the click. And I keep changing the slides. That's a huge steaming pile of foreshadowing there about what we're going to be talking about later on the show. But anyway, let's get into a little live gaming and let's check this boss out. First actual Demon Souls boss. And we are going to go with... Let's see. Oh, that's unfortunate. It doesn't give me my actual play time. Or I was going to say how much actual toss sweet, and it saved me where I was. Okay. So this is where this gets a little overwhelming feeling for me. I'll switch over. There we go. I feel like I'm fighting this dude with a butter knife. They're like, hey, go in here and fight this giant fucking robot with a butter knife. He's really slow though, so I have a feeling there's gonna be some sort of... Oh. Whoa. Hey, meow. Whoa. Okay, keep moving. Don't sit still. What is this over here? Renowned warrior soul. This is a really interesting boss arena. I have never seen a boss arena with a safe zone. Oh crap. What's up, big man? Okay, so I can target his ankle, which tells me that he's... Oh, shite. Yeah, go ahead and heal. I can target his ankle, which tells me that, probably true to FromSoft design, he's gonna be killable by attacking his ankles. And he seems super slow. Like, his attacks are super slow, so hopefully I'll be able to dodge him. You've definitely got to manage your heals in this too, because man, they expire. Like, there ain't no restarting, no flasks. Like, oh shit. Like Elden Ring that just keep coming back. No, we got fucking grass. That's what we got. We chewing on grass for health, people. Okay, so oh, I didn't see what happened there. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I see. I need a better field of view. I need to not be over here either. Come out this way, big boy. Oh yeah, he's super slow. Holy crap, is he slow. Oh, Okay, maybe roll into that. Holy crap, I just hit him for a whopping 12 damage. Wow. Okay. How grueling is this gonna be? Oh. Not very grueling if I try to heal again. Okay. Ooh, got me. Wow. All right. That's interesting. I'm curious as to if he has a weak spot. I'm getting fire giant vibes. For those of you who have played Elden Ring or heard about the fire giant fight, like he has one ankle that's bandaged, and that's the weakest part. You know, look at the design of the character. So this time, for one, we're probably gonna try to run past all the chuffa if we can. It's alright, son, bro. You can just run by them. I don't even know who that guy is that makes those videos, but he is freaking hilarious. These little lanterns remind me of Bloodborne a lot. Oh crap! Nope. I'll get burnt if I go this time. Yep, there we go. Ah yes, just be patient. Patience is a virtue. Oh crap! And then I get toasted. Okay. Excellent. I can spare 2 of those. 3, I meant. These guys are, in my opinion, totally worth killing. If you can actually stab them. Yeah. I got a level or 2. Oh my god, I was getting so freaked out because I couldn't figure out how to level. And then finally, what's her face shot? Oh, Barry, you! Best Souls player ever. Not really. I am really digging playing a light thief character though, as opposed to a really heavily armored faith build. It's beneficial. My real goal with this is kind of playing the original, more brutal ones, according to some people, and getting better so that I can go back to Elden Ring with some of that. Oh dang it. Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the store. You and your friend keep lighting things on fire. Yes, get him, yeah! That never gets old. I love watching the dragon toast things. Makes me so happy. Alright, my friend. Let's get it. Ooh, rolled too early. Oh yeah, there we go. I like that too because the knights usually drop something. Oh, I got the knight shield. Cool. I dig that. I can spare one of those. And I mean, I'm looking pretty good. I have farmed a little bit. I would say that most of the time I spent playing this game, I was kind of just farming and getting a couple levels. I can't remember what level I am. Soul level 14. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, and I can see where this boss is going to get tedious real fast. Because you got to run around and kill these archers every time, or they are just going to be a constant pain in your neck. There's a ton of them in here, too. Oh my goodness. Die. Such a FromSoft move. Gives a giant mecha knight a ranged Kamehameha so you can't hide. Yeah. Sounds right. I'm digging this little XP farm you could get going on though. If like you were a really good Souls player, like you could just walk in here and be like, yeah, I've got this fight in the bag, watch. And just run through a couple times and like let him kill you. Get all the souls from these guys stacked up. Yeah, I've got 1,300. I think it's definitely worth my time to go pick up the oh, hello. Ugh. Well, let's pick these up. Okay, so I've got to get him during the recoveries. Preferably a big recovery. Like that one. I'm just not got to not panic roll. Yeah, that'd be a good choice. And I did it again. Let the shield hit the ground. And I did it again. Alright, you can do this. No, you can't. Okay. Until I got this down, I'm not using any more meds. I'm not going to sit here and waste them. I want you to do the swingy swing move. Pink. That's interesting. Tink. Oh, he still got me with it. Damn. Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah, definitely. Okay. See, and at first, I mean, again, I was only 8 hours in, but at first I was like, okay, this doesn't seem that brutal. As brutal as, you know, you might think, hearing people describe it. But, no, it makes total sense. That was one of my biggest struggles with Bloodborne 2 was, oh my god. The repetition of running back to the bosses. So I now know I can damage this dragon, but I have absolutely no interest in killing the dragon. Because he just kind of clears the bridge for me, which is beautiful. Thank you, dragon. Appreciate it. You're awesome, dude. And I've got it pretty dialed too, so if you're watching this, kind of pay attention. If you find yourself watching this and you're struggling with this, pay attention to where I'm standing. This is a great farming run too. Like, not a question in my mind. Look how much loot you get off these bodies that I just ran past. Although I don't think I've found... I don't know if you're in the chat and you know. I don't know if there's even a vendor in this game. I don't want to risk it. I don't like it. I got scared. The fact that your gear has durability in Demon Souls for me as well is like, oh crap, that is a new addition. Because well, actually no, I do think that gear has durability in Dark Souls as well. Man, my stamina bar is so tiny. Little baby stamina bar. Yeah, get it. Oh, hello, my archer friends that I'm sure I'm going to be thrilled to be killing 20 tries from now. No, I actually, I feel like this boss I will be able to figure out. Alright, come on, big guy. Let's go for a parade with the dragon. Yeah, here he comes. Perfect. Right on cue. Ouch. Got shot in the back. Just the knights almost alone will replenish your half moon grass, which is nice. Yeah, man, I just ate some grass and I feel way better now. Oh, I figured this out too. A little way to kind of, well, I wouldn't say circumvent or exploit, but I would say that it gives you a way to kind of farm XP. Because if you kill the archers and stuff like I'm talking about, and then you, if you die right at the fog door, or with a knight out in front of the boss room before you ever even get there. Yeah, so when people were saying that Demon Souls is difficult, they were not lying. Like, just the amount of hurdles alone that I have to get to just to get to that single boss is insane. And it really, I heard this talk recently about like how games are struck. I'm getting ahead of myself because some of that comes up later in this, so let's just stick with this, okay? So the main talking point of the evening, the main talking point of the stream, I think, is the next game that I think I really want to play and start streaming, if it's available that I can get a pre-order of it, if I can buy a pre-order and get like the 2-day early access or whatever. I plan on doing that, you know, and start getting this game out there, because I'm really stoked about the game, what I've heard from the game team themselves, and honestly the game director in general, because a man by the name of Jonathan Jacques Belletete? Jonathan Belletete. I am so sorry. I am butchering this person's name, but it doesn't matter. I'm so I don't think they're gonna ever be mad at me. It's cool. But I was excited about this person because of what they worked on. Give me 1 second here. I need to not do that. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Oh, you know what? I can do it like this. I'm not sure what... Okay, so Jonathan Bellatete. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Bellatete is what I'm going to use at this point. He is relatively... Well, I don't know that he's a household name, but he knows... He was the director for a game that a lot of gamers, especially my age, are very familiar with. And that was the Deus Ex series. Deus Ex was insane in my day. Yeah, we pre-ordered from... Actually, at the time, I believe here where I live in Colorado, it was Hollywood Video, which, for those of you who don't remember what video rentals were, like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video was like Blockbuster. It was a similar kind of thing. It was a place where you went and rented games and DVDs, and they started having game spots in them. Not GameStop, GameSpot, I think. My memory could be off on that. They could have been game stops. But there was one of those inside of the Hollywood Video, and it was its own little kind of section that tailored to gaming. And I've noticed that pre-orders have kind of gone back in that direction, especially titles like Doom and things like that that were popular with my generation. Go figure. That their pre-releases look the same, but they would come with an action figure and a poster and all this stuff, which they still do that. It was just, it felt way cooler because we would have like release parties. Well, this game, to me, just from what I've learned about it, the little bit I have learned about it, feels like something that's like release party worthy for me. Like, I'm stoked about this game. I haven't been super stoked about a game in a little while. That's why I play a lot of remakes of games when I was a kid, and just different stuff now that is maybe a little older, that isn't like cutting edge. But this one isn't even out yet. It doesn't even have an announced date. And if you were watching the stream earlier and you saw me accidentally push some keys that I shouldn't have pushed, that's okay, because I kind of ruined the surprise. But we're here anyway, so let's get it. And the game I'm talking about is Hell Is Us. So I've been looking into this game a lot recently, and I am really excited about it. It became familiar to me when we were talking about... I did like a Google search, I think, for Souls-like titles. And I came upon a Reddit thread that was talking about Hell Is Us, and there were some people on there debating whether or not it was Souls-like. And it was like, oh, hey, that sounds like a great thing to talk about on my stream from my perspective. I am an absolute Souls noob, in my opinion. Like, Elden Ring was my first Souls game. But I have played Dark Souls, and I'm playing Demon Souls now. I think I have a fairly good understanding of the genre and kind of how they like to represent their games and put them out there. So this is kind of a little bit of my way in on that, and just I want to talk about the game. As of writing this currently, to my scouring the internet that I know of, there isn't a release date. By all means, if you're watching this at some point and you know of a release date and it hasn't been announced yet, drop it in the comments. But there is no official release date. Just this year, 2025, is when they're talking about releasing it. So I'm kind of wondering if it's gonna, my personal guess, because Elden Ring Night Rain is scheduled to come out, I want to say it was May. God, I should have written that down. Anyway, it's not too far out. It's the 5th. Yeah, I think it was May. I think it was like 5/20 something. Anyway, the exact date doesn't matter. It's a couple months out though. I would see this title coming out maybe 2 months after this. So like July maybe. I don't know. That's my guess. That's wishful thinking. I'm hoping that around the midsummer it comes out. We'll find out. But pulling the game description off of just the PlayStation, you know, here's your game snippet. It goes as this, quote, "If a war is the closest we get to hell on Earth, it's because Earth harbors the worst of demons. Humankind in an isolated humankind." Sorry, I put a weird inflection on that. Let me try that again. If war is the closest we get to hell on Earth, it's because Earth harbors the worst of demons, humankind. In an isolated country ravaged by infighting, discover the secrets of your past and deal with the repercussions of a mysterious calamity. Hell Is Us is a third-person action-adventure game that combines intense melee combat with the thrill of exploration. Explore a semi-open world to find answers to your questions and face mysterious creatures all along your journey. So, I gotta be honest, the game description to me wasn't super gripping. Thankfully, I had kind of looked into some other things. Guys, if you're checking the PlayStation Network description for whether or not a game is good, you're not doing it right, in my humble opinion. In this beautiful age of technology, like, look into what other people are saying. And there's some decent content that I encourage you out there on to go find that out there on YouTube, that is produced by PlayStation but talks to the development team and things of that nature. It's where I got a lot of the beginnings to some of my ideas for this and what I wanted to talk about, and just some of the things that really got me jazzed. I really enjoy that kind of 15-minute form content that they do for that. So, Hell Is Us. It looks freaking cool. And circling back to kind of what I was talking about earlier, Google searched it, and I was looking for something that was Souls-like, so Hell Is Us popped up. However, before we get back to Hell Is Us, we're going to take another quick little game break, because that's what we do. We play games, then we chat. We play games, and you die, then you chat. It makes Souls so much easier. I am already sick of this damn bridge, though. Oh, I ran across the bridge without pausing to check both ways. We're good, though. We're good. We're good. Oh, wow. Yeah, he saw me. For half a second, I was like, yo, dragon dude. Hey, yo, dragon. Oh, no. Whatever shall I do? Oh no. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, no, thank you. Ouch. That was so not worth it. Get off the bridge, get off the bridge, get off the bridge.
Alright, did not play that one well.
When you die trying to get across the bridge to get to the boss to die. Excellent. Boletaria. Man, I love the name of this place. Can we all just give FromSoft a small round of applause for naming this place something that was just really nice to say? Boletaria. Alright, come on, my flamey friend. Yes, yes. Yeah, yep, we got it. Excellent. Thank you. Oh no, my massive amount of... You know what, bro? This is personal. Yeah, that's right. You get an arrow and burnt. Take that. That's what you get for atting me like that. I keep imagining these guys as like super grainy little character models, and it kind of makes me chuckle. When I initially found out they had remade this game, my instant thought was, I bet it's less grainy, but still just as frustrating. No, thank you. I wonder if I can just run for it past. Oh no, definitely can't. Yeah, that is not going to work out for me. Oh, what, you got to get your boys? Oh, okay. I see. Can't fight fair. Excuse me, sir. Oh shit. Here it comes. Goodbye. Oh no. Did not time that well. Oh, that is not good. Whew. You, my friend, do not know how to roly-poly. I've been watching a lot of Soulsborne parodies recently. And people's ability to channel the despair that these games can cause you is uncanny. I just really appreciate content creators who make video game based content, satire, things of that nature. That you can just really authentically tell that they love the game. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, sir. Can you not? This way. Yes, yes, this is the best way. Okay, there we go. Thank you. A little more half moon grass. I wouldn't complain about that. I don't think that it's unfair. The journey to this boss. It does seem like they very intentionally. Now I am wearing the ring that increases drop rate, so that's probably benefiting me a lot in this scenario. But it does seem like they increased the drop rate overall for those enemies through that corridor to kind of help you replenish what you're gonna lose every time you have to fight this tower knight. And I think the same is true with the archers in here. Makes me, I don't know if anybody out there are Altered Carbon fans. If you've never seen that show on Netflix, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Just a really interesting look at immortality through technology. And I find it interesting. But, I can't remember where I was going with that. ADHD sucks sometimes. I feel like I was going to make a really good point about Altered Carbon. Check it out on Netflix. It's great. Talk and kill the boss at the same time is rarely a good strategy for me. Which sucks because I love talking. Love chatting with all y'all. If you find yourself dropping by the channel, it's your first time here, welcome. We would have called it Watch Rojak Die a Lot, but that name was already taken. Too early again. And just absolute one shot, too. Just squish. I am not sure that I'm in a position to fight this guy, but I'm pretty sure that... You know what? Let's go back to the Nexus. So I know that there are other areas of this, and maybe I'm not supposed to fight him yet. Because I'm doing like... Oh, she changes positions. That's interesting. No, I don't need any power of souls, thank you. I love how they have a friendly knight in everyone. I missed the portly one from Demon Souls, or Dark Souls. He was fun. So I know that the Stone Digger King, I've checked that stone out a little bit, and I know that it's like a mining area. So if it's true to FromSoft fashion, I feel like it's going to be... I'm sure there's all the accoutrement, but I'm sure it's going to be more focused on gathering. And I'm kind of just wanting to check out another area and see what it looks like. This humid valley is a haven for the used and forgotten. Its inhabitants, afflicted by poison and plague, await their deaths in this forsaken... Oh, fuck that. Poison swamp, no thank you. I am so good on the poison swamp right now. So let's go to the smithing grounds and check that out. Let's see how it looks. I'm glad that the arc stone mechanic was pretty familiar. Like if you played Bloodborne, it's gonna seem alright to you. I almost attacked this dude. He is freaky looking too. They have an uncanny ability to create freaky looking... What the hell? I don't think I can get up that. I keep trying to jump in this game too. I see why being able to jump in Elden Ring was such a like, oh my god, they let us jump. Okay. Why do I feel like I want to try to shoot this? I feel like there's so many things in FromSoft games that they let you shoot. I discovered my first hanging jar in Shadows of the Erd Tree that way. I just saw some jar hanging off a... Just gonna try one more. No, okay. I just saw a jar hanging next to a waterfall, and I was like, that's weird. I'm gonna shoot it. With an arrow, of course, in the game. Oh yeah, I forgot. I really doubt I might be able to kill these guys from down here. Let's find out. That was a little low. Got him. I can kill them. Is it worth it? Oh, if you shoot them, they go away. That's interesting. I just want to see if I can hit him. Oh, I hit the wall. Add this as a first on Elden Ring Demon Souls. I've never tried to snipe anybody before. It's interesting that you hit the one guy and he just leaves like, yeah, I'm good. Oh. What is this? Let me guess. It doesn't open. It sure as hell looks like it does. There's also treasure right here. Yeah, I figured he was going to throw it at me. Ooh. Sticky white slime. Oh, this looks inviting. And by inviting, I mean terrifying. Oh yeah, it's chill. Just go on in. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at that. Nice job, FromSoft. Oh, check. Yeah, you know how we have in Elden Ring, we have to do that? We don't gotta do that here. We can straight just fly around and look at the environment. Man, I would have killed for this in Elden Ring. Not only that, it's an incredibly useful tool for exploring the world. Just being able to kind of look around. Yeah, they can limit you. Okay, I see what's going on here. This is like a water wheel. I'm going to have to activate this some way. Which is most likely this direction. We're going to make sure the area is secure. Which I'm going to guess it probably is. Oh yeah, there's these guys. Am I the only one who feels guilty for just like rocking these guys? I mean, they're only worth 3 freaking experience points. This guy's probably worth a little more because he fights back, but I don't think I can parry that. These guys are just like minding their own business, collecting their rocks, and I come through and fuck it all up. Sorry, guys. Alright. Oh, shit. I hate dogs in this game. Dogs suck so bad. Oh, yeah. Dead. Super dead. But okay. Hey, we're exploring a new area, which I like better than just dying to a boss over and over and over again right now. I've done enough of that on this stream. Let's talk about games a little more, shall we? What do you guys think? I love talking about games. So, we're going to go back to what we were talking about, which is coming up to what I'm super excited about, which is Hell Is Us. So, some people, and this is, you can tell by just my energy shift right now, that like this is really what I really wanted to get into to here too, was the fact that people had called this game, sorry about that guys, I'm kind of still getting over a cold. It is definitely cold season here in Colorado. My whole house got wrecked by it, so drink your orange juice, kids. Anyway, they called this game Souls-like, and I've seen a lot of Reddit arguments, people getting heated. You know, those pinky up Souls players is how I would describe them. And what I mean by that is that, no, I'm not trying to neg talk anybody, but I have met people with a certain kind of negative attitude about, you know, one aspect of a Souls game or another. I think Souls games are for everybody. I think it's okay if you need help to get help. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But, so they've been calling Hell Is Us Souls-like. And I am inclined to see at least some surface level objectively speaking, I can definitely see some similarities. So this one, the one I'm about ready to put on the screen, is one of the ones that I think is most striking to me. And you guys could take a look at it and see what you think. Drop a comment or jump in the chat if you have any thoughts on it. But so at the first of all, can you tell the difference? Which one's which? I know which one's which, and I know that any of you that have played Elden Ring know which one is which. The Side of Grace gives it away. But my point is that these images are strikingly similar. The color palette's a little different. With Elden Ring having more of a muted kind of dingy color palette, whereas in Hell Is Us seems to have a kind of brighter, and that seems to be pretty consistent through the rest of the game too, from what I've seen. And I've got a decent amount of screenshots for this, so let's take a look at it. But I find it really, really, really interesting that that they're this similar. Like there's just, visually speaking, there's a lot of similarity here. Even the two characters in this scene, I didn't realize this until just now. I didn't intentionally choose their outfits to look somewhat similar, but there is a bit of similarity there. The aspect ratio, the view, or I'm sorry, not the aspect ratio, the field of view for Elden Ring seems a little closer. Whereas in a lot of the gameplay footage and stills that I've seen of Hell Is Us, it seems a little more pulled out, which is, it's whatever. I'm just talking about things here that I've noticed that are a little different, a little the same. So, I mean, according to this picture here, though, that is solid aesthetic similarity. And I mean, impersonation is the highest form of flattery, right? Or something to that effect. And I mean, if it works for one, why wouldn't it work for the other? The beautiful electric blue flowers, that's a great aesthetic. It's something that I come to, like, when as far as Night Ring goes, Elden Ring Night Ring goes right now, there are a lot of people that are up in arms about the fact that they're reusing Elden Ring assets, and I just don't agree with that. I think that if you've if you've put the work into making those graphical assets, and you can turn them into something new and exciting and engaging for the gamer base, I think that's as a gamer, I am fully in support of that. It gets me better turnaround on games from the studios I love. It wouldn't equal this, but it would be great if they wouldn't charge quite as much for them. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Reuse the same assets, charge a little less for the next game, because I'm pretty sure Night Rain is going to be like full price. And we're going to do a Night Rain episode because Night Rain is coming out sooner. So maybe we'll end up playing a little bit of that and checking that out too. I really don't think it's going to be up my alley because of the whole 3-day period, but I'm getting off track. We're not talking about Night Rain. We're talking about Hell Is Us. And Hell Is Us has some very obvious soul-like aesthetics, in my opinion. At least from this picture, I think pretty clearly describing that. Again, I started talking about the third-person kind of view. Hell Is Us is considered action-adventure. I do think that their camera perspectives are very similar, but let's check out this next one. I kind of mentioned that already. So again, we've got Hell Is Us in the upper corner and Elden Ring over here. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to figure out which way to point on camera. But you got Elden Ring on the right-hand side of the screen, and there are some pretty undeniable similarities here. The way the stamina bar and the health bar are arranged as far as the HUD is concerned. It kind of looks like they took the little 4-way hot menu from Elden Ring and like doubled down on it in Hell Is Us. So it looks like you've got one on the left-hand side for your character and one on the right-hand side for the I'm assuming the drone, because it's got drone-like insignias on it. So I think that's actually kind of cool. I dig that. I really like that 4-way menu. I've actually always wished that Elden Ring had like multiple layers for that. I can't remember which game it was. I want to say it might have been one of the Dragon Age games that I played when I was younger that had that kind of 4-way menu set up, but then that menu had multiple layers. I mean, any MMO that you can play on console will usually have something kind of similar to that. DC Universe, I'm pretty sure DC Universe has that similar kind of system. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that kind of layered 4-way quick menu. I really dig that in video games. I think that it's not ergonomically overwhelming for people who aren't professional level gamers. And on a side note, it does seem to me that in the difficulty spectrum, at least of the combat, maybe the bosses, I'm not getting the impression that Hell Is Us is going to be the same kind of difficulty. I really don't think it is. So the HUD though, the green color, it gives me a little bit of like Fallout vibes. I know it's just the color, but even kind of the more techie nature of it. That's actually one of the things that I really like about this game, is that it's contemporary setting, modern-ish. 1993, I think, is the year that the game takes place. But kind of mixed with that Elden Ring FromSoft kind of feeling, fantasy worlds. So I really dig that, though. I really enjoy that. And as far as the gameplay goes, it looks incredible. So the combat is limited to melee weapons too. That is confirmed. It is just the drone and melee combat. And I'm interested because from what I've heard about the drone too, the drone isn't necessarily a direct combatant. It's going to be a partner kind of aggro switching element, which I really dig. I like sidekicks that you don't have to like kill stuff with, that do cool things instead. So yeah, and it was Jonathan Jacques Bellatite that actually the way he described it in the interviews that I was watching, that I've been kind of looking over on YouTube from the PlayStation release sponsorship videos and all that stuff, just official PlayStation content. You can go look it up. He is talking about the way he's talking about it. I don't think that the actual dodging mechanics are going to be Souls-like. I feel like it's going to... I mean, I get that iframes are an invincibility period, but I don't feel like it's going to be that tight window iframe and precisely the right location combat style that Elden Ring and the Souls community, or the Souls genre, has really brought into gaming. From what I've seen of some of the gameplay and whatnot, I see it more as being a kind of extended period of time that the main character of the game, Remy, his name is Remy, that he is invulnerable for, which I understand is just like rolling in iframes, but it seems it's going to be a lot more drawn out period. So that's my opinion on that anyway. Again, it doesn't look like the windows will be as tight, is a better way. I had that in my notes, like the dodging windows won't be so damn tight. Anywhoozy, speaking of iframes and dodging, let's give this boss another try, or at least see if we can, or not the boss, let's see if we can explore this dungeon a little bit more here in Demon Souls and check out a little more of this game and appreciate it. Appreciate the, I wonder if it would be considered a reutilization of assets when they remaster a game like this. I'm sure that some of the digital assets get used, maybe not. Oh, come here, I never saw you before. You're not getting away this time. For the record, I am not a fan of killing small creatures in video games, but those guys drop awesome things. Sorry, little lizard, little digital lizard that doesn't have feelings or a life force. I still feel bad. Oh, your shit's weak. Can't even throw it up past the gate. Weak. As I walk in the front door and die. I bet the boss to this zone is just an absolute... Oh! Okay, well, it helps if you look around. I did not even see that the first time. I wonder if there's a lantern in Demon Souls that's more akin to like the lantern in Elden Ring. Because if this little soul light thing is like my only source of light for this whole game, I'm going to be upset. But maybe that's part of the plan, I don't know. It's definitely another way to challenge your players, is dark environments. Which I hope my stream is doing this justice right now, guys, as we upgrade the stream and get better quality. I look forward to bringing like better visuals, especially for the sake of like trying out newer video games. I'm actually going to be building a brand new PC at some point when I've acquired the proper funding for that. I will add that as an episode, and it will be a whole thing. I will be absolute PC noob builds PC. Can he do it and not arise the mystic blue smoke of demise? Hopefully. We'll find out. I've actually done a little bit with playing with computers. I've built a gaming computer before. Although the last time I built a gaming computer, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was being released, so it might have been a little while ago. You know? Oh yeah, if you release the block button, you're I see why these guys are only worth 2 or like 3 HP. They don't do much in the form of combat. They're very slow. I wonder how hard it is to get behind them and backstab them. That. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is where you come to farm sharp stones, which are like the upgrade material for, I'm guessing, just regular weapons. Oh, hey man. It's whoa. Hey, what the crap? I am so confused. Okay, so the original, it only shows it once, but the video, the little cinematic when you get led into the room with the Tower Knight where I was just fighting that boss, this dude was there. What is he doing down here now? Oh my god, and he killed me. Okay, I'm really curious about that though. What is he doing here in this basement? That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Because the arc stones are a means of travel, and I am far, like, your main, oh crap. Your main character is far from the only person who can use the arc stones. But just intrigued about that. Is that guy like just a generic kind of enemy that appears in different places? There seems to be some sort of connection here. Oh, wow, yours is faster. I believe I can't parry a pickaxe. Which makes sense. Like, in all realness, that makes a lot of sense. I really like this kind of added difficulty idea too, where like if you're initially walking into this area just looking for the like XP reward, you're not going to see this place as valuable. Oh, damn. Damn. Dude, that guy smoke checked me. For anybody out there watching too, I'd just like to thank you for dropping by. If you're in the chat and you're shy, say hi. It's cool. And by all means, if you happen to stumble upon my live streams at a later date and you want to hear more from me or my ideas on a certain thing, my channel exists for us. For myself and my subscribers. It's about what kind of gaming community we want to build. And as long as people are nice to each other, doesn't really matter which way it goes. I just love... I don't know. So it's like a deep-seated thing for me, I think. When I was a kid... And, my kids are 14, 15. They're getting older. And they're growing up in this beautiful time that I think, at least for the world of nerd stuff and fandoms, it really is really cool to see like people just embracing their nerd and letting it be what it is. And giving themselves permission to just like things. When I was coming up, it was such a taboo to be a nerd. In some ways, I grew up in a really small town, so in some ways being a nerd was viewed as sacrilegious or unholy, D&D was not okay because it was witchcraft. And thank God we've changed our minds, and the church doesn't, rule everything now. They kind of do, but that's another subject. And by all means, if you're listening and you are a person of faith, again, this space is for everybody, and that includes you. However, as it affected my video gaming journey, and I had this in my notes that I kind of wanted to talk about the time frame that this game came out. There's a part of me that's slightly disappointed, that I didn't get to play these when I was younger. But at the same time, I get to come back and play this wonderful piece of content that somebody has created, a whole team of people have created. I get to experience all this art and writing and creativity in, frankly, better graphics. And I wouldn't have been as patient as a teenager. Like, if the games you're playing aren't working out for you, maybe you need to wait like half a decade. And develop some more patience. And I'm not saying that in a condescending way, because I'm telling y'all, man, I have crazy rage quit some games. This guy is super tough. I don't know if I was supposed to kill him or not. No, he was already throwing fire spears at me the minute I walked into this room, so no, he was hostile. Some Souls vet's gonna jump in here and be like, actually, that was the guy that sold the best things in the game. You're an idiot. Sharpstone chunk, hardstone chunk. Interesting. I don't know what gold coins are for. See, this is the beauty of like a Souls game, though. Like, if you're bored in a Souls game, you're playing it wrong. Because I'm like in this random room in a dungeon, and I've cleared out. I'm at a pretty safe spot. But like, I can open up my inventory. Let's check out some item descriptions. Oh, that's cool. So the soldiers lotus, guys. For the record, in my life, outside of this, I'm a tree worker. I'm an arborist. I climb and work on trees. Actually, as we go back to my listing, if you check out my shirt, it says Tree Life. If you like watching really cool stuff, there's tons of cool stuff on YouTube about like what I do for a living. But I just really enjoy plant life in games, because I really enjoy plant life in real life. That's one of my nerdisms is plants, specifically trees. But one of my Elden Ring streams, I was talking about, like what kind of tree I thought the Erd tree was, which for the record, I think it's a Siberian elm. gives me Siberian elm vibes. Speaking of great trees, I've got a horrible tree for you. Returning to our discussion on Hell Is Us and getting back into that a little bit. So, I've got some more gameplay footage, and I was just going to kind of comment on, it does seem like Hell Is Us is kind of giving a little bit of that macabre shock value that our FromSoft games and countless other titles use it, but I think FromSoft uses it really well. I'm not exactly sure from some of the visuals that I've seen. It's to be determined whether or not Hell Is Us is going to use it well. But, and that would be this scene. Trigger alert warning. Sorry, people, if this is upsetting or whatever. I just try to be mindful of those kind of things because, you know, never know who could be watching. So, they have also said that unlike Elden Ring, Hell Is Us will be semi-open world, which I am looking forward to be honest with you. I play a lot of open world games. Horizon Zero Dawn is a great example, or Forbidden West, sorry. Horizon Zero Forbidden West is what one of the more open world games I've been playing recently. It's a great game too. Very aesthetically pleasing. Elden Ring, obviously, we featured that on the stream. It's great. I love Elden Ring. Any Fallout, pretty much, you name it. I'm a pretty avid, used to be a pretty avid Fallout 76 player. I still have my profiles and stuff, but I don't jump on too much. But speaking of which, if you guys ever want to like jump on a game with me, you run into my stream or whatever, I seem like a cool guy that you'd like to hang out with, play a video game with, hit me up sometime. Rojack42 on PlayStation Network. So as far as Hell Is Us goes, and I don't know how the definition of this photo is coming out for you guys, but this is a pretty good high resolution photo on my setup, and the gameplay looks really good, looks shockingly good. So the semi-open world, I'm interested in how that's going to work because the map looks pretty large. I assume maybe it's going to be a little bit like Skyrim, where it's cut up by large geographic features that you just can't traverse. And try that out and see what happens there. Or try that out. That's just my theory on that. But I'm really down for a semi-open world. I know that, which brings us to another one of the Souls-like aspects of it, which I would argue to say that even though Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne are viewed as somewhat linear games, I would argue that they are very much so semi-open world. Because sure, you could argue that like each of the arc stones or the lanterns in Bloodborne are like a level, but you could definitely argue that, but the levels are so expansive on their own. There's so many interconnected pathways just by default, by the way that FromSoft designs their levels. I think that it's pretty worth noting that I personally would consider that semi-open world. That's my opinion, though. So in that respect, again, I do think that the term Souls-like applies to Hell Is Us. Personally, that's my thought. I think it does. Another aspect that the director Jonathan Jacques Belletite described as plattering, which is something that we're actually, as FromSoft players or Soulsborne players or whatever, or player. Oh, well, we'll get to that too. But people who played games in the 90s, like myself, this is a very familiar thing to us. We're just not aware that this term is a familiar thing to us. Plattering being the way that the information in the story cues and your next objectives in the game are presented to you as the player. FromSoft does this all the time. They call it environmental storytelling. I believe is the phrase that Miyazaki is on record as using. So it's self-explanatory. They use the environment to tell the story. That's why you have to read item descriptions and pay attention to what's around you. It's what separates a Souls game from Diablo, where you're just running through hack and slashing and following one map point to a singular location. You get item descriptions that are kind of cool, but they don't really hold any sway. They don't give you any substantial lore, things of that nature. So the way that Jonathan Bellatete is describing the plattering, how the information is presented to the player in the game, very much strikes me as very Souls-like. He has very much said that sorry, zone out. I had to read my notes there for a second. So in my opinion, this makes it super Souls-like, like it solidifies it. And the fact that he used the word plattering and the mechanic he described is very similar to what FromSoft considers environmental storytelling. It's not going to provide you with waypoints, maps, no silver platters, quote, silver platters from Jonathan Bellatete. You will be expected to use the clues given to solve your problems and puzzles. So, I mean, he's directly coming out and saying, in very much the same way that the Souls games don't serve us anything, we have to figure it the hell out. They will do it also. Now, I'm also, after, again, watching this source material and whatnot, I'm not convinced that it's going to be to the extremity that Souls games are. I think that it's going to end up being a middle ground, which I actually think is great. There is not a middle ground right now for your average gamer, like your 9-to-5er like me, who doesn't have 20 hours a week to sit down and can dedicate to a game to developing those hard skills to beat the more difficult boss. It took me 220 tries to beat Consort Radahn. And I actually think that that might be above average for somebody who is in a similar position than I am. So a middle ground in games that gives people who are like Souls-like games the ability to play it without dedicating that amount of time to it is fantastic. Yes, we need more of that. We need more games for the average Joe that has other commitments in life. Let us be creative and enjoy these virtual worlds and pieces of virtual art, because that's really what a video game is to me, is virtual art, virtual storytelling. Make a genre, or at least make some games in these genres that are accessible to us, that we don't have to spend a year of our lives beating the first area in. Not that that's ever happened, I'm being completely hyperbolic. But no silver platters is the long and the short of that. The plattering, environmental storytelling, very much Souls-like. And I think that I am definitely at this point making the argument that this game is Souls-like. And I think Jonathan Jacques Bellatete's statements on the game, and specifically the plattering, support that. And you're free to check that out yourself if you want. Jonathan Jacques Bellatete. Look up his interviews. Make up your own decisions. Just like Elden Ring lore. Leave it open to interpretation. But yeah, I enjoy that. So, let's check out a little more gameplay on this Demon Souls. Taking a little more blast into the past. But before we get back into that, we're going to take a short, maybe a little 5-minute break here. I'm going to get up and stretch my legs, move my back around. You guys can chill and enjoy the tunes. It's been wonderful having y'all. And we got about an hour left in the stream this evening. We got some more content to cover on Hell Is Us 2. Got some more high-res images I'd like to share with y'all. And obviously, just stating this so it's somewhere in here, none of these photos are mine. I don't own the creative rights to any of these photos, any of this music that I'm playing. And, you know, the halfway point is a good place to acknowledge this, too. My playlist has had Plantrier on it. Check his Facebook. Check his YouTube. Phenomenal artist. Doesn't have nearly as many followers and subscribers as he should. We should boost that up. Dirtwire. Guys are great. We've had some Emancipator. Couple other things. So, yeah. None of this music I made. I do enjoy playing music from time to time, but yeah, none of it's mine. Just making sure everybody knows that. And honestly, I kind of look at that as an opportunity to spread the knowledge about these maybe less heard of artists too. 'Cause yeah, their music's awesome. And obviously, I really like it. So, again, thanks for being with us this evening. And we'll be right back in about 5 minutes with a little more Demon Souls gameplay, kind of featuring the remake. And we're going to check out a little more content and some still images from Hell Is Us. Talk about that on the upcoming stream. So, thank you much. All right, and we're back. Thank you guys for your patience. Appreciate that. I've said this before, but I really think all you streamers out there should give yourself some more grace. Speaking of which, we're going to come to our little segment that I just invented called the kindness of the day. My kindness of the day is that streaming is teaching me to have patience for myself and my ADHD. Because I have, like, you know, scripts written out, which I'm understanding is somewhat of a taboo thing. If I think it's because people do it with AI. I don't know. I don't know. If you know, if you hear this and you can explain it to me, because I'm old, drop it in the comments. Explain to me what the streaming idea of like bad scripting is. But I believe it's that people aren't producing genuine content. So I write scripts and really try to stick to them. And for a neurospicy person, it's kind of difficult sometimes because I have all these great ideas organized. I've got a presentation that rolled out for this stream. Like, streaming is a lot of work. It's very gratifying, though. I love being able to do something creative and just kind of sharing myself with the world a little bit. What you see is what you get. This is who I am. And I really look forward to growing my channel and making more friends along the way and seeing what we can do to make this world a better place. I've got a lot of ideas. I want to do some streams for charities. I want to do all kinds of stuff. You know, seeing what we can do to use technology to make the world a better place. So my kindness for the day is the kindness to myself. Remembering that I'm neurospicy and it's okay if I don't stick to my exact script. I can make mistakes. I can mix things up. It's all right. So getting back to our script. You know, one of the biggest points I want to make to kind of get into before we kind of go back to a little more Demon Souls gameplay, which I'm also really stoked about. I'm loving that tonight. Just so cool. It's such a good remake. I know I've said it 100 times, but like, thank you FromSoft for really just sticking by your product and making something that's quality. But as far as Hell Is Us goes, Jonathan Joko Belatete, he said something that really resonated with me. He said, quote, "This game is a love letter to the games of the 90s. And as an eldritch millennial, that is why I chose the name for my channel, because I am an older millennial. It really resonated with me, though. As an older millennial, like a love letter to the games of the 90s. And I have a fun story that I'd like to share with you that's on par with that. This week I was on a job site with one of my coworkers, and him and I were talking about video games when we were a kid, and he's about a decade younger than I am. But he brought up the Lion King game. He was explaining what a pain in the ass it was. And I instantly realized that he was talking about the Sega Genesis Lion King game. Actually, on a similar note, my wife mentioned the Aladdin game that was on Sega Genesis. And man, those two games were like a Souls game, but you only have 3 lives, and like that's it. And like your character's gone. You don't like lose your souls. You start over at the beginning. So that idea of punishing games, I would be really interested to see the age demographic that Souls games are most popular with, because I would be willing to bet that a large portion of that demographic are people my age, because that kind of reward system appeals to us. But so that really resonated with me, and that's another reason I'm super stoked about Hell Is Us. Let's switch over really quick too and check out another still shot from the game. This is one of the NPCs from the game. And again, like, the lighting, the texturing, excellent. For some reason, though, this NPC capture gives me more of a Bethesda kind of vibe. Just the way the talking scene is framed. So as far as the NPC interaction goes, I think we're going to see a large, kind of returning to our central theme here of is Hell is Us Souls-like. I think that there's going to be a very large difference between Hell is Us and Soulsborne games in that respect. I think that there's going to be a far richer NPC environment than there is in Souls games. So it will be un-Souls-like in that respect, I think. And as a Souls player, I am excited about that. If there was one major complaint that I were to make about Souls games, I think it's that they don't have enough NPC interaction, and they don't have... They do and they don't. So, like, look at the emotional investment that a lot of players had with Blythe. I was emotionally invested in that. It broke my heart to have to kill Blythe. I want more of that in Souls games. They clearly, as a studio, have the ability to elicit that kind of response out of us as viewers or as consumers of their product, as gamers. I want more of that, and I'm hoping that Hell is Us is going to kind of fill that void. That's going to kind of catch us up a little bit in that. Now, again, we were talking, kind of getting back to, like, I was talking about the punishing nature of games and whatnot, and how that speaks to us who were born in the 90s. The challenging nature of that, I had to bring some old school references in it for the stream. And these might be a little off hit for some people. They might be right on the nose for some. But I really, really, really relate any kind of difficult Soulsborne challenge to these two games. Were some of the first that came into my head. And yeah, that's right. Those are N64 game shells, like game sleeves. I chose that very intentionally because that was my first system. Well, I actually think Sega Genesis was my first, but N64 was really my first system that I spent time on. I have some really fond memories of that game. I would love to do a stream where we stream an N64 and play GoldenEye. Do you imagine streaming a Halo LAN party? I don't know if that's possible, but I want to... Dude, goals. Future goals for the stream when I'm rewatching this later, randomly overanalyzing my own stream. Think about that, bro. Halo LAN party. Stream that shit. That'd be sweet. So anyway, though, Donkey Kong 64, that was a challenging game. Not only was it massive for that time period of games, but very puzzle-oriented and not easy. It also had a kind of skill challenge, like you might even say a little Souls-like. I think people use the word Souls-like synonymously with difficult as far as video games go nowadays. Give me 1 second here. I gotta pause. And we're back. I teleported back. We're good. We're good. How do you guys like my backdrop too? We haven't really done like the tour or allowed me to get to talk. Most of what I've been doing is gameplay, so I wanted to take this stream and kind of invite you into my world a little bit. These toys you see behind me on the wall here, these little guys right here, this little guy right here, it's a Millennium Falcon. I don't know how well you can see in the video, but up here I got some TIE fighters, little Bob Ross plushie. It's my boy. It's a didgeridoo up here. But all of these have a story. I'll give you a little bit of the ones and how it, as it pertains back to these games. But you know, this part of my stream is kind of like pieces of my history, and these 2 video games were a huge part of the beginning of my real full interest in video games. And these toys behind me represent the exact same time period. This Rancor, these Star Wars ships are the old school Micro Machines release. I've had these since I was a child. That's why they're out of the boxes. I've always found that a weird thing. And as somebody who likes to collect many things like magic cards and all kinds of stuff, I'm so happy that as a kid, though, I did open these and get that enjoyment out of them. Just a wonderful thing. So, I don't know. The whole point there being is a little piece of my past and about me as a streamer and what I'm doing on my stream and what I'm promoting here. And really what I'm promoting here is all of us kind of getting back to our roots, remembering why we love video games in the first place and why we got excited about them. Getting excited about new games like Hell Is Us. Interestingly enough, too, we're going to go back to our old friend here and check him out for a little bit more, too, just so you guys can kind of soak that in. We're going to get back to Hell Is Us, though. I was talking about the Donkey Kong thing, though. Like, there were so many puzzles in that took me hours to solve. And that reward versus challenge kind of reward system, I'm really happy to see that coming back in games, because I think a lot of the games through the early 2000s and even into the early 2020s, give or take. We're still in the we're in the mid 2020s now, 2025. But they very much catered to instant reward, and games that provided a challenge were a rarity. The Souls, that's why Souls stood out so much. Overall, I'm really excited to try this game out. I'm really hoping I'm a pre-release. If you guys, hear anything in between now and my next stream, you see this, you know something I don't, please share it with me. Is there the special website that you can go and get a pre-order for it or whatever? Something. That would be pretty cool. I would enjoy that. Although I'm willing to stand in line at GameStop like everybody else. This just is what it is. Some of the best things are worth waiting for. I tell you what, when I stood in line for that copy of Halo 2, when I slapped that puppy in my Xbox and it booted up and then gave me the red ring of death. True story. Literally the day I bought that game. Had it pre-ordered. Master Chief Edition with the helmet, all the things. Got it home, put it in my Xbox. Red ring of death. Like, I had just been using it, had been working fine. Shut it off, went got in line, came back. I don't know how long I was in line for, but come back. Disc in tray, shut it. Dead. Shout out to Xbox customer support circa 2007, give or take, because the person I called was like, man, I got you, I understand, and they like 48-houred me like overnight kind of thing, a new system. It was a brand new system too, and I had like paid full price for it. So yeah, things that just were crazy back then. That's another thing I really like talking about on the channel with all of you all, is just my experiences in games and whatnot. We'll put it out there too, that option's still available. I'd love to put together a Helldivers stream with 4 people working our way up from, middle, intermediate, noob to pro. So if you end up watching this and you like my vibe or whatever, by all means, please reach out. Say what's up. It's the whole point of this channel is to hang out, have a good time. So, gotta live that Ocarina of Time. Wore out 2 copies of that. 2. Technically, I'm on my 3rd. And just give you a little idea of some of the other ones. This is my intro to gaming. How many Legend of Dragoons fans do we have out there? Yeah, that game was what was up. So, without further ado, maybe a little more talk on the Hell Is Us on the way out. Hope you guys like the upgrades I've been making to the stream so far. We're going to get back in and see if we can discover some secrets in this smithing town that we've discovered at the Arc Stone. I can't remember what it was. The Greedy King? The Condescending King? I don't know what kind of king he was, but we're going to dive in for a little, we got about 35 minutes left in the stream here. Oh my goodness. I really like, oh, that was oh yeah, I'm dead. I was not I was all safe, like 5 feet from that dude just waiting to murk me. That's okay though. All of a sudden, I'm getting Sen's Fortress vibes. Any of y'all played Dark Souls out there? Well, yes, Rojak, we have. Oh, that's awesome. I really enjoyed that game. It was also incredibly punishing on the Switch because I have old eyes. Oh, do I want to go that way or this way? Well, I want to get my souls back for sure. I think I've actually got a fairly healthy collection of them at this point. Just picking on these guys that aren't even defending themselves. That's not very nice. Pretty happy my frame drop rate has not gone up since I first started the stream too. That's really happy. Hope you all are enjoying my audio. I've put a lot of work into it. I'm kind of an audiophile, I've noticed. I like really good sounds. I don't like the noise that the dogs make when you kill them. It makes me sad. Wow, I narrowly survived that. It's alright though. If I go through some of the stuff, again, clever game design. I feel like they very intentionally added a portion of the map with that dragon for you to farm. Because tons of those guys, excuse me, drop crescent moon grass, and which is really funny. Yeah. Okay, funny observation. Where I come from, we call it hogweed here in Colorado, but the leaves of this half moon grass, yeah, half moon grass. Those are definitely the leaves of a real plant. We call it hogweed. It grows in the cracks and stuff everywhere. Looks a bit like a dandelion too. They have very similar leaf shapes. But just an interesting observation there. Oh, okay. He does not stay dead. He's not even an enemy? That's bullshit. Oh shit. Should have rolled there. Oh yeah, retrieve your souls. Oh shit. Getting hit in the back too. Let's see if I fucked that up. I was gonna see if I could get him to pitch the spear and hit the dude. That is a simple beauty in FromSoft games, that the enemies usually do damage to each other. Here, yeah, give me 1 second here and we'll get going on that again. I'm gonna double dagger it up too. I'm really hoping I'm not making that critical Souls mistake where I chose the first unique name weapon I got and it's actually trash. Ooh, Iron Knuckles? I am really, guys, I gotta shout out to the ring. I'll look at what it's called here in a second. This thing, it's one of the starting trinkets for this providential ring. Increased drop rate, yeah, that I don't know a lot about Demon Souls, but I'm already seeing that item and being like, is there another option other than that? Because I don't see one. Oh man, I forgot about the dogs. I need a shield. Oh, that's interesting. It's like if you lead him to the edge of the room, the AI gets confused. Yeah, I've already burnt quite a lot of the half-moon grass I have. Oh my goodness. You, sir, I do not appreciate your flamey explosionness. Oh, here we go. Tactical placement. I wonder if he's got a melee moveset that's nasty too. And just because he's stuck in here. What is it? Oh, I'm overweight. Ooh, Crescent Axe. Unfortunately, I bet it's strength scaling. And I think this is going to end up being a Dex build. I'm not going to lie though, I would like a a nicer move set than the Mail Breaker. I also feel like Mail Breaker is going to be one of those that's kind of like, I don't know, a dirty sock of an item. Like, it's super effective. It smells horrible. Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, okay, so this area is challenging as well. I don't know if I could say I'm making better progress here or not. But, again, that's what Souls games are all about. If you want to get into Souls games, this is the reality of it. Now, granted, there are people that are way better at this than I am. This is not a how-to channel. This is a come hang out and we'll all figure it out together channel. I guess that's technically kind of a how-to. I'm not going to tell the YouTube algorithm that, though. It'll get mad at me. I am burning so many healing items here, though. These dogs are rough, dude. I'm still doing okay, though. And again, I feel like I can just farm what I need when I go back for the dragon. Oh shit. Why is he rubbing his belly? Ooga jugga jugga. Oh shooda. Alright, take it easy, Souls Java. He should hurt himself with that. Oh, I walked right into that. Oh, no. Damn, challenging. Alright, I'm gonna have to learn how to parry him. I bet money that's how you kill him, is like just a good parry. And he's done. Parrying is so difficult in this game. Because even like, so I like For Honor a lot too. Actually, the first couple ever streams I did for my console, I streamed For Honor. And like, I can parry relatively well in that game. In a FromSoft game, you've got to memorize like 100 different parry timings and then change them according to which general boss you're fighting. Wow, that worked out well. Okay, so getting to the back of an enemy seems a little more doable in this game. I don't know why, but the sidestep seems a little more effective. See if I can lure these dogs out of there. There you are. Okay. So luring them out there is definitely the way to go about it. These guys don't. I was about to say, I'm unsure of the hostility level of these guys as I'm like running them through. I'm not sure if they're hostile or not, guys. Oh, nope. This guy doesn't seem so hostile. Nice. Is it considered cheesing if you're using the walls? Oh. Yeah, this guy seems like he would really be a bear if I was fighting him on his terms. I keep getting crescent axes from him. I'm gonna have to go check that out. See how that looks. Come get. Oh shit. Oh, I was blocking. Good. Okay, there's one down. That's probably only because the AI got confused. But I'll take it. Oh, you nice person, you. Yes. You both did great. Were those the enemies you were warning me about? Oh, yep. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm liking the mail breaker as far as function of weapon goes. It's quite effective for a Dex character from what I'm seeing. But the moveset definitely leaves something to like, yeah. Oh, fantastic. Intriguing. So I have a curiosity too. Like, am I gonna start getting to a point in the levels where like I'll get arc stones at the midpoint? Whew, that was close. Okay, yeah, I assumed, but I just wanted to check it out. So, of course, I've got to go by the guy with the flaming spears. That just seems reasonable. It looks like they kind of did this intentionally, though. So now... Oh, you total FromSoft move. I don't even know what to do about that because I can't jump in this, so it's not like Elden Ring where I can just like go back up there and be like, oh, I'll just jump across. No, we're down here with the peasants now. No jumping for us. Honestly, I kind of want to pack her in and go back to the Nexus just so I can drop some gear. Oh, what's that, dude? Oh. Man, this looks like some prime area for an illusory wall, too. Like, absolutely primo territory. Oh, hey, guys. Hey, can we just be friends? So the dungeon for the miners, what are you gonna give them for weapons? We're gonna give them some bags of rocks. Yeah. Oh, that checks. Oh no, a dead knight. Poor dude. I don't. No, I have been through here. Okay, so there's got to be something on this path then that's revelatory, if you will. Oh yeah, there's 2 directions. I remember now. I can continue to go upstairs. No, because I already went that way. I already went this way, right? Yes. Okay, so I'm not missing anything. This is, just looping it back to what we were talking about earlier really quick. This is, I would define this to some extent as semi-open world. Like, there are so many twists and turns. Is it a map with one pathway? Absolutely. Oh, shit. Absolutely. What am I doing? I have a bow. I'm so rich. Yeah, let's do this, princess. Arrow's probably gonna do nothing to you. Oh, not bad. Did he seriously just laugh at me? Oh, shit. Excuse me. Wonder if I can shoot. Yeah, I can. Oh, sweet. I got it just where he can't get me, but I can get him. Getting hardcore Sen's Fortress vibes now. Doesn't really seem to matter. Yeah. These guys have, those dudes have got some health. Try tactics. I'll give you a good review for that. At least you're not telling people to jump off cliffs. Guys, that's not nice. I understand why you do it, but it's still not nice. Oh, official's gloves. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I feel like... Oh, maybe that was what I was supposed to do. Yep. Okay, I understand. Oh. Switch weapons. So I know there's a thief class in this, but, and I might be crazy. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but that's okay. Oh, sweet. Ed's sharpening stone. Yeah, to my knowledge, There isn't a sneak in this game, is there? I don't know. If I'm an idiot and somebody's like, yeah, there's a sneak, I'm going to feel really dumb. But that's okay. I will feel really dumb and also be able to sneak, so who cares? Ah. Mechanical whirly doodles. Nice. Okay. I'm liking it. So if somebody who is a FromSoft expert, Soulsborne genius sees this and it can explain to me what the icon below my stamina bar is that has a little exclamation point over it, because the fact that it has an exclamation point is making me uncomfortable. I feel like I've got some debuff or something that I don't know about right now. Okay. I can't jump. There's like so much here that I keep being like, oh, I want to explore this, but I can't. Like, my brain thinks I can. The hell? I know there's a way to vault over shit, but I'm not sure that that's something I can vault over. No. Okay. Oh, duh. Let's see if first boss fight. That's brutal. I have a lot of I almost said runes. Souls. I have a lot of souls. I wonder if I can safely go. I can't remember where the directions to the arc stone were. Wait a second, that would be a hell of a run in here. I have like 1,400 runes too. I have like enough to like level. Do you guys think it's a boss fight? I think it's a boss fight. I don't want to go in there. Well, if it is a boss, oh, it's not a boss fight. You guys suck. Making all these. Oh shit. Attacking him lights me on fire? That's not fair. Black eye stone is the best option? What is a black eye stone? I have so many questions. Happy birthday? Why? I hope somebody found that on their birthday and was like, they left a message just for me. That'd be great. You know, I'm gonna start doing that in video games. Just gonna randomly leave a note somewhere, Souls games specifically. Like randomly leave a note somewhere where a lot of people end up traffic, you know, a lot of high traffic areas. I have no idea how to get back to the Nexus from here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I should have known better. That was way too good to be true. Like, all these dead bodies just served out with a bunch of, a bunch of gear. I should have known better. I should have known better. That's okay, though. That's okay. Anywho, that's been our run through of the Demon Souls this evening. I really enjoy it. I think I'm going to keep playing it. I don't know that I'll keep playing it on stream. I can already tell that Elden Ring is more popular. Obviously so. But, you know, being neurospicy, sometimes you just need to take a little break. And man, I was just so stoked that there was a photo mode for this. Do you know how awesome that is for making thumbnails? Just gonna point that out. I love it. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Sorry, I got distracted there. But so you know, we've covered the basics here. I've also, I think I mentioned it, I kind of want to mention it in closing again, just so that if you happen to make it to the end of my video, you know, and I know they're not the greatest. We're still working on it here, and that's okay. But you know, I would really like to look into playing some survival horrors on the stream too. So if y'all stumble across this and you'd be interested in that or whatever, drop me a comment, let me know. Or what games do you guys want to see me try out? As an older gamer, maybe you've heard of something that I haven't. I'm sure you have, actually, in fact. But you know, let's get the convo going. Bringing it full circle back to Demon Souls from Hell Is Us. You know, I really am glad and grateful that today we have those challenging genres of games coming out again. And I'm also super grateful that we got to spend this time together, hanging out, playing Demon Souls. It's excellent. I'm really truly grateful to be able to stream and do this and have this available to me as a free resource. Shout out to OBS for free and open source software. The more I learn about how that all works, the more I love it. You know, my experience hasn't been perfect with OBS, but a little bit of a learning curve. I'd say it's worth it over Streamlabs for sure, considering knowing what I know now. But I don't want to make any decisions for anybody or deter anybody from making that kind of choice for yourself. So, I mean, by all means, if that jives with you, give that a try. But me personally, the more I find out about how open source software works versus proprietary software, you know, the less I like it. So, bringing our stream to a close, it's been wonderful on this January 25th, 9:52 p.m. here in Colorado. I wish you all a great day. Again, if you liked what you saw here, maybe you got some useful information. Maybe you just want to hang out and chat. Like, subscribe, and don't be shy. And I had one other thing to say too, and I can't remember what it was. It's kind of a big one too. Oh, I'm thinking next stream we're gonna do Doom Eternal. Or not Doom Eternal, I'm sorry. Doom the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages. I think I kind of like this format that I'm working with here a little bit, where I compare and contrast the old versions versus the new as far as game series goes. And, you know, maybe we'll explore that a little bit and develop that skill in talking about games in that manner, while mixing it in with a little bit of my own gameplay. Because I love playing video games and I love talking about video games. I was just reading my notes here, talking about how I scapped. It's funny that I did my notes right at the end of my notes first, probably because they were what was most recent on my mind. But yeah, it's been a blast. I highly recommend Demon's Souls 2. The remake's fantastic, very pretty, like it a lot. And as always, good night, y'all.